I wanna love you like you love me. I'm falling into you.
Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mustard Seeds and Makeup, and today I'm going to be reviewing my Boxycharm that I just got in the mail. Today is the 8th of September, and I already got it. Normally I get it like the middle of the month to the end of the month, so I was really excited to see this in my mailbox yesterday. So go ahead and keep on watching if you want to see what kind of look I get from the Boxycharm this month. I went ahead and did my eyebrows off of camera, and then I also primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and just Original. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the new palette that was featured in this month's Boxycharm, and then also be using the brushes that came too. So the brushes look like this. They are from Alamar Cosmetics, I believe, and they are the brand that a couple months ago they had a palette come out, and it was like super, it was just gorgeous. It was super pigmented, had really nice warm tones, and also like threw in a couple of blues and like I think a turquoise in there. It was amazing. I actually brought that on vacation with my husband and I to Mexico. We went on a weekend cruise, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bring my Boxycharm and that's it. So literally that was almost the only makeup I brought aside from like foundation and a few other products. But that was like the only eyeshadow palette I used, and it was amazing. So I'm really excited to see how these brushes work too. First thing is I'm going to go into this shade over here. It's a matte, kind of like a bone color shade called Nocturnal. Hopefully you can kind of see that. It registers. So I'm going to go into Nocturnal here, and I'm going to do this all over my eyelid to set it. My eyelid is set, I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Hide and Seek as my transition shade, and I'm going to apply that in my crease and then bring it up a little bit. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to go into is this dark brown matte shade, and it's called Flip Out. I'm going to concentrate this on the corners of my eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and use that another fluffy blending brush. Next shade I'm going to use is like kind of this navy, and it's called Silver Spoon, and it is like a shimmer. So I'm going to concentrate that on my lid, but I'm only going to bring it about halfway through. Shade down here called After Midnight. It's a kind of a cool toned brown, almost a gray. I'm going to use that to just deepen up my crease a little bit and then blend it out. Okay, and because I've used this little lid shade so many times, and it's got that silver spoon on it that's really dark, I actually have this Ulta switch pan thing. They're not the ones who originated this. I think it was Vera Mona. But basically I'm just going to go inside and I'm going to take off that shade inside this little switch pan so that I can use another one on the same brush. So then I left this little piece right here open still. So I'm going to go into Clutch right here. It's another shimmer shade, and it's just like a really pretty like light brown. It's kind of got like a little bit of pink and silver reflex in it. It's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and do that right on the, not so much the inner corner, but the inner lid. I'm trying to use as many shades as possible here too. So then I'm going to go back into this, and I'm going to take the shade here called Break Free, and I'm going to get a little bit on the edge, and I'm going to create a brow highlight. I really like that shade. It's too unique. You probably can't tell so much on the camera, but it's a really pretty sheer, like white. But it's got these chunky glitters in it. Like chunky to the point that from the naked eye, like you'll be able to see the glitter chunks. Hopefully it'll transfer over onto the camera, but it's really pretty. It totally reminds me of something that I used to wear in like middle school and high school. So the rest of my face is almost complete. I went ahead and did my foundation, my concealer, I have my under eyes baking currently. I did my bronzer and my highlight because that did not come in the box. Go ahead and finish my eyeshadow on my under eyes, and I'm going to continue using the same Alamar brushes. What I'm going to do is go back into the fluffy blender brush and go back into Hide and Seek here, which was my transition shade. And I am just going to take this all underneath my lower lash line. So I went ahead and I diffused that underneath with the Hide and Seek shade, which was my transition shade. Next I am going to go into, what shade am I going to go into? I think I'm going to go into, no I'm not. I'm going to take this stiff brush here and I'm going to go into Flip Out, which is a warmer tone brown, the one that I used on the outside, and I'm going to take this inside, like about a quarter of the way, and I'm going to stop and then I'm going to continue on this side. I want to leave a little bit of space open in the middle. Back in, I'm going to go into Clutch, which was what I used on my inner lid, and I want to use this in the middle where I left that little space, so hopefully it turns out. Item that I received was this Laura Geller blush, and I got Tropic Hues. It looks super pretty. So this is the blush. It's almost marbled. It's got like gold in it, some dark pink, some light pink. It's just gorgeous. So I'm excited to use this one. I used to work at Ulta, and I always was eyeing these kind of blushes. They were so pretty, but I never used one. So I'm excited to finally use one today. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Now I've already done my highlight and my bronzer, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay this right on top, dust off the excess. It almost looks like NARS. You know which one I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and use the next product, which I'm really nervous about because I don't use a whole lot of these. And I'm really nervous about how the applicator is. But I'm going to use from Butter London. It's the Wow Roll-On Liner. So it literally is like a little wheel. Like MAC came out with one, I think like last year. But, so you can go ahead and see. I don't know if you can. It's like a legitimate little wheel. So, but it does look really precise. I'm just nervous. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. And then the last item that I have is going to be Hank & Henry, and it's a liquid lipstick. I've heard about this brand before, but I haven't never tried them out. And this also retails for $17. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off with the Hank & Henry lipstick. Products. So the brushes I loved. I think that they blended out great. They worked great. I love them. I'm very happy to have those added to my collection. The eyeshadow palette I thought was wonderful as well. I don't have a whole lot of smoky eyeshadow palettes except for like the Urban Decay smoky, and it's okay. But I like this a lot. I didn't think that I was initially going to love it, but I really do. I really love that brow bone shade in it. So I'm very happy with this palette. I've been very happy with all of their products. The next item that I used was the Laura Geller blush. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I love that it's got the gold tones in it too, along with the pink. I just love it. So this was definitely a yes. The next item that I got was the roll-on eyeliner. This I'm not crazy about. I do get it. It does give you like a precise like little slit. So if I was going to use this, I would probably only use this to kind of like create the wing a little bit. Then I would fill in with something else. So I don't know. I can take it or leave it. My personal opinion. So that was the Butter London liner. And then the last item that I got was the Hank & Henry lipstick. This was totally different. So like the applicator itself, I don't know, it looks kind of like Smashbox has applicators like this for the liquid lipsticks, but they're very soft. This one is not soft. It's actually a really rough applicator, but the color is gorgeous and I actually really like it. Even though it's rough, it's just different. It's not like it's rough and it's terrible. It's just a little bit rougher than what I'm used to with the applicators. So I really did like it and I will continue using this. Overall, I really did love the box itself. Thank you so much for watching.